Hi, Dave Glisman, CEO of Sunshine Sign Company. Wanted to chat with you a little bit today about COVID-19 compliance for the healthcare industry. One of the areas that we have had a very good baptism of fire in, and one of the areas that we perform very well in every day of the week, thanks to a client base and obviously because of the pandemic, a very urgent need. We found that the hospital sector has a couple of main challenges that require a very proficient and very responsive sign company. The first being regulatory requirements and their needs change at least weekly and change very rapidly. Secondly, they want to send out a message, but not a terse, strong regulatory message. They want to send out a calming message and put some type of marketing spin on it so that it is more welcome by the public, and that fear factor of the negatives of going to a hospital with COVID-19 patients there are somewhat softened. We've had the benefit of doing field hospitals, and one of the things that the field hospital signage does for us is it gives us a whole array of people that we interact with. And as a result of that, we've built a library of signage needs that we know that are adaptable to the healthcare industry in a whole myriad of settings. So typically when we go, we start with the trauma doctor. We meet with a representative of the nurses, and then we meet with an architect, and then we meet with a designer, and then we meet with facilities for the location at which the field hospital is being put in. Sometimes uniquely, we meet with the National Guard, and we also meet with the fire inspector, and then we meet with the building inspector of the locality in which the hospital is located. Every one of those folks has a different concern. Every one of those folks needs a different type of signage that meets their particular need or regulation. So having that expertise, we've been able to build an incredibly vast knowledge base of everything that's needed for the healthcare industry. We've also recognized that if you want to pulse in this theater, you absolutely have to have speed and production. And, our folks are willing to work. One girl worked 88 hours one week because they needed to have the signage in place before they could accept patients. So we know that there is an incredibly fast demand for this type of stuff. It has to be of correctness. It has to be of good quality. It has to be designed so that there is a softening to the message. We're very fortunate at Sunshine to have some incredibly talented people who recognize and have the ability to meet the design criteria. We've got some very dedicated people that will work 7 days a week to achieve this signage because we know how important it is to the healthcare industry. And we thoroughly understand the needs of the healthcare industry, and we also understand the speed at which they need the product. We're dedicated to doing both of those things, and I would strongly recommend that you make us your sign company of choice.